All right, big title match coming at you this week. We have my guest this time, Sergeant Sledge.
Ooh, yeah.
You seem pumped this week.
I'm pumped this week. I got my belt still. I'm ready to go. Who wants to come up next? Who is it? Bad Boy?
It's the Bad Boy is your opponent. Half of the tag team champion.
Tag team, half of it. That's it. So what did he put in? We don't know. He could have put in 0% of his effort. And he wants to contend with me? Let's get real.
Well, the man does deserve a title shot. He's proven himself.
I'll give it to him. I'm not a paper champ like Hot Body Brown. I'll give anyone who wants it a defense. Even if you want a defense, I'll let you have it.
Oh, man, thanks a lot, Sergeant, but I'm really trying to stick to interviewing these days.
Okay, I understand.
Anyway, I mean, Executioner, he might be in his corner. You gotta watch out for him.
Well, I thought about it, the Executioner, but I think I got it well handled.
Okay, so big match for you. Good luck to you tonight against the Bad Boy. You seem very confident. It looks like you're going to walk away a winner.
Here we go.
This is the way. It is Sergeant Sledge will be taking on the Bad Boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is scheduled for one fall.
Alright, welcome to NPWA Wrestling. Bill Bronson with your host, Tom.
Weighing 340 pounds. Yes.
And we're getting ready for that big matchup this week we told you about last week. Yeah. Then we take it on the Rockin Rebel. Rockin' Rebel, my least favorite.
Alright, welcome to NPWA Wrestling. Death is making his way to the ring, and I know you're very impressed with Death, as you've always been.
Always a great competitor. This guy is tough. They don't come any tougher than Death.
Well, what do you think about the Rockin' Rebel? That's his opponent coming to the ring very shortly.
He's short on skill. Shortly is the key word. Short on skill, short on brain, short on good looks, but big on body. Let's go to the ring.
And his opponent from Hollywood, California, weighing 300 pounds, the Rockin' Rebel.
Now, the things you say about the Rockin' Rebel, you smell something about some. Will you be quiet? Could be the formaldehyde smell of death. You never know. Oh, yeah! Well, that's illegal. Hit him before the bell. All right.
What a cheater.
Well, indeed, I was cheating, but you know what?
That's exactly why I don't like this guy. He's a cheater.
We saw a few weeks back in the tag team match, it was the Rockin' Rebel teaming up with the Ultimate Champ, the Connecticut champion, facing Death and the Bad Boy, who's one half of the tag team champions, who's going to be in our main event later today. And I'll tell you what, Death was pinned by the Rockin' Rebel, and the Death has not forgotten that.
Well, that was a fluke. That is a quick count by the referee, and I do believe the Rebel used a foreign object.
No, he used his Rebel punch and got the 3 count.
Yeah, he's got a roll of quarters in his hand or something.
Well, we'll find out if it was a fluke, because Death said that'll never happen again. We'll find out today.
You know, I don't know when using a ham hock became a wrestling move. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Forearm, a spinning forearm. Oh, he missed with the elbow. The Rockin' Rebel missed. A ham hock.
Now, see, this is where Death has got to get his stuff back together. Take a little breather. Start working the boot to the head. A knee to the head. That was beautiful. Close enough. I'd like to manage this guy. I could do a lot with Death.
I bet you would. Oh! Bulldog. Rockin Rebel. Now feeling the punishment of Death. Seems like he's trying to get some offense going, but Death will stop him.
That's absolutely right. Death has got the match going his way. He's a methodical type guy. It takes him like 10 or 15 minutes to warm up in the ring.
Oh.
Boots to the back of the head. I like it.
Rockin Rebel is up on his feet.
What are you going to do?
And it seems like he's swinging away.
Well, I guess when you're that stupid, boots to the head
Oh!
affect you.
That did. Oh, caught him. Death caught the Rebel. Rockin Rebel now, feeling the punishment and Death again. I don't believe the punishment the Rockin Rebel can take. I don't know.
Well,
Did he come back?
It looks like he's taking it all right.
Now, Rockin Rebel's up on his feet, throws Death into the corner, but Death, oh, he felt that one. Here comes the Rebel. Caught it!
Yes.
Oh!
I've never seen anybody block that illegal ham hock that he throws.
It seems like the Rockin Rebel didn't have the momentum because he was a little stunned from earlier on. Here we go.
A little stunned from being born.
Oh, he dropped him on his head. What do you...
That was a nice move.
1,
2, 3, it's all over.
He got him!
It is, yeah. Finally, justice is served. There he is, my favorite competitor. Oh, what's the jabroni doing out there?
Scott Aresco. Busy man indeed.
Stuttering Scott.
What I'm too ready for title? I want a title.
All right, Tom the G, let's call the replay.
All right, there's that illegal move that got the smelly Rebel there, the advantage early on, and then there's that big, I guess you'd call that a drop to the back, and then here's that illegal ham hock that got blocked. That just totally took care of business, and then this was the coup de grace, if you will. All right, and the cover. 1, 2, 3. That was a 5 count.
Death said he wants a title or something. What did he say?
He said he wants his shovel back.
Let's go now to the Superstar Showdown report.
Hey fans, welcome to this week's update. I'm Scott Aresco. Last week, Sergeant Sledge defeated Hot Body Brown in that boot camp match, so he's still a champion. But there's some controversy going around by Hot Body. He, of course, it has to involve Hot Body. He's gone to Commissioner Pierce's office, and supposedly he wants another rematch with the Sledge. That's right, he wants a fair match, no boot camp. He just wants a regular NPWA type matchup, regular rules. I don't understand what he's trying to pull here, fans. But I talked to Sledge about that, so right now, we'll take you to an interview with me and the champion, Sergeant Sledge. Sergeant Sledge is my guest at this time, beating Hot Body Brown in that boot camp match.
I did, didn't I?
That's 2 times you've beaten this man this year. The guy hasn't even got pinned last year at all.
Well, this is 2 this year. He's on a roll. Let's make it.
Well, Hot Body Brown is very upset. He wants another rematch with you in his affair type match, a regular match.
Well, I heard about it. President,
possibly in a Superstar Showdown.
Well, Commissioner Peters called me and told me about it. I've mulled it over, and wow, why not? Beat him twice. 3 strikes, you're out, Hot Body.
I don't know how many chances this man is going to get. This will definitely be it, his last chance.
This is it. It was in the contract. Last chance.
Well, Sledge, what about this bodyguard he has now? Your comments about him?
Big Bubba Hughes, well, he's just like an obstacle in the way. I'm going to have to overcome it.
So if he wants to get in your way, you'll take him on. The man is huge.
I'll take them all on. Take them all on.
All right, so we'll see if this match will be signed. Maybe for the Superstar Showdown. One more shot for Hot Body Brown.
One more.
Against Sergeant Sledge. We'll be back. There you see it, fans. Sergeant Sledge will indeed once again take on Hot Body Brown. So you're looking right there, fans. The main event for Superstar Showdown 3. Hot Body Brown, his last chance to get the title back from Sergeant Sledge. It's going to be a great matchup again. This will be the third time they fight each other this year, and both matches before, they were excellent. And I'm sure the third one for the Showdown will be the best one of all. As a matter of fact, fans, the contract is definitely signed. I just received. It's a done deal, as you can see, fans. It will happen. The contract is right here. I have to get it back to Commissioner Peters right after the update. Just to let you know, the match has been signed. Hot Body Brown, the challenger, his last chance to get it back against the champion, Sergeant Sledge. Superstar Showdown 3's main event. You do not want to miss it, fans. A few weeks away. So for update, bring us back to Commissioner.
He's coming through that curtain, huh? He's coming through that curtain? Yeah. I know better. I know. Yeah. There. No.
Jackson, I suppose.
To me, it sounds like he is a Hot Body Brown fan.
I'd rather Sergeant Sledge.
That's right. He doesn't like Sergeant Sledge, I'll bet.
Well, you're entitled to your opinion, but now,
Good for him.
we're entitled to an NPWA heavyweight title match.
One fall.
NPWA champion Sergeant Sledge against tag team champion co-holder the Bad Boy.
Coming out first from New York City.
Speaking of last week's boot camp match,
The Bad Boy.
how do you think Sergeant Sledge is going to fare today, Bronson?
Well, facing one half of the tag team champions could be tougher than we think. Bad Boy will give him a run for the money, that's for sure.
Well, I don't know if the Bad Boy will be doing a lot of running,
And
but
his opponent, and he is the NPWA heavyweight champion from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing 200.
And the announcement was made at the Superstar Showdown. The NPWA champion, whoever that may be, will wrestle Hot Body Brown. And that'll be taking place at the end of this month, December. So, we're looking forward to that. We've got a big title match today, and next week, the winner of this match meets the tag team champion, the other half, the Executioner. So imagine, if you will, the Bad Boy coming out on top somehow, getting the heavyweight title and challenging, or the Executioner challenging for that belt. It's unbelievable.
I can't imagine what would happen there. Would they wrestle each other, or would they be content to be tag team champions and a world champion?
Well, it's never been done before in the NPWA. There's never been a man to hold two belts at the same time. But that could all change today if the Bad Boy comes out on top. Executioner's waiting in the wings. Sergeant Sledge, I'll tell you, he's fighting all comers. This is his third title defense in a row.
Well,
3 weeks in a
it's
row.
also not by choice now, is it?
And if he wins this week, it'll be 4 next week for him if he has to wrestle the Executioner. 1, 2. Unbelievable events here in the NPWA. It's not a secret anymore, Tom Digi, that's for sure.
That's right. The secret is out.
Been out. 2.5 years of secret telling is gone. The NPWA. And next month, or at the end of this month, weeks away, Superstar Showdown 3.
3, can you believe it? It's the third one already.
Bad Boy coming in now. Underneath the bottom rope, and they lock up again. Oh. Shoves Sergeant Sledge off like a rag doll.
Well, you know, the Bad Boy, he's definitely got the weight advantage, like we didn't know that.
I didn't know that. Of course I knew that. You're pretty obviously figuring out these things, huh? Whoa!
Well, that's my job, to point stuff like this out to the morons at home.
What about that Bulldog? Come on.
There we go. Put your weight behind it, Bad.
Should have hooked the leg. Sergeant Sledge. Not going to beat the bad boy like that. And he gives anybody a run for the money. DDT. 2.
Well, Brownson, you gotta tell it like it is. And whether you like the bad boy or not, that was a big knee. You gotta respect the man's wrestling ability. He can sure as heck do it in the ring.
Now Sledge pounded away on the bad boy.
Although he's taking it right now. Come on, bad boy. All right.
Oh.
He needs a manager.
Well, perhaps he could. You could go manage him. Get up, get out of here.
I'd like to go there, but, you know, I have responsibilities. I'm a broadcast journalist, and I already have a man.
Who do you manage? What are you talking about?
That's none of your business.
Oh!
I think it's over now. I think he snapped his neck.
2, 3. Oh, he got out of it. He just got out of it. Surprising. I could never get up after being dropped on my head like that. He's feeling it.
You want to try it right now?
Hey, we got a match to call. The Sledge coming back. Seems like he's a little angry after getting dropped right on his head. Into the corner goes the Sledge and he falls down. 1.
Hooks the leg.
Bad boy's coming close, though, Tom and G. He is.
Very close. If it wasn't for this biased referee.
Biased referee?
Yeah, that guy's probably an ex-Marine.
Oh! Oh, that's referee Dave Davis.
I heard he went AWOL from the Marines. Couldn't handle it.
And what do you know? Have you ever been there?
Where?
To the Marines.
What was that, the Marine? I got a boat there? Yeah, of course.
Off the ropes, I can't believe it. DDT, yeah! Oh, no!
I think it's over now. I mean, if it wasn't for that metal plate in the head, I would definitely say it's over.
He should go for the cover. What's he doing? What is he up to?
Beautiful. I like this. He's gonna cover him with the flag.
He is indeed. 1, 2.
New champion.
He got out of it. Uh-oh. Sergeant Sledge sees the flag. What's that doing in there, he's saying? Oh, no. Off the ropes goes the bad boy. Oh. Fireman kill! Oh, my God. He got him.
300 pounds plus on the back. Sergeant Sledge with a slam. Right off the canvas.
That adrenaline was flowing heavy, was it not? He picked them up, literally. Unbelievable. Do not put your hands on the American flag. Sergeant Sledge came out on House of Iron.
Now this is why I don't like Sergeant Sledge. He's a sore winner.
Sore winner?
Yeah, he had to hit him with his belt. Hit the bad boy with his own tag team belt.
I'll tell you what.
After the match,
Sergeant Sledge is ready next week for the other half of the tag team champions, the Executioner now, on his way to Superstar Showdown, and he hopes to keep the title.
here's his gut wrench. Right on top of the head. That could have crippled the man there. You don't do these maneuvers properly.
Sledge kicked out of it.
And now this is the DDT. I thought it was over here. There you see him draping him with the flag. I definitely thought it was over. New champion, no. The unbelievable part of the match is coming up. Sergeant Sledge can't believe the flag's in the ring. That got his dandruff up. Big slam, and the win. Your champ, still champ, Sergeant Sledge. And then here's the crybaby part of the match, Bronson. What's the purpose of that? There's no call for that.
All right.
Could have injured the man.
Tell you what. Scott Aresco is standing by we're going to have a recap, and then we're going to see him, and he's going to have that big one-on-one confrontation interview with Dr. Destruction. And will the Samurai show up? Let's go back to history. I hope. Let's go back and see the history of all this. Last week on NPWA Wrestling, Scott Aresco was interviewing Dr. Destruction. Dr. Destruction demanded
You have 1 week
that he
for your
bring out the
mind. It's gonna be
samurai
me and you, little man.
in 1 week.
All right, that's fair enough, Mr. Destruction. I will have Samurai, don't worry about that. Fans, I don't know. Dr. Destruction says he wants Samurai. We'll see what Samurai says. So we'll be right back. Thank you, Dr. Destruction.
At the end of last week's program, Scott Aresco had to surprise the Samurai. He had to go up to his locker room and confront him about the incident.
Samurai has to say about this. I'll see. I'll give it a shot. Samurai? It's me. Hey. Hey. All right, buddy. Something's come up again.
Has it?
Yeah.
What sort of something?
Remember that new guy, Dr. Destruction? Well, let's talk about it inside.
That was last week. This week, will Scott Aresco produce the Samurai? Let's go to Scott Aresco standing by with Dr. Destruction.
All right, fans. This week, I'd like to bring out, you saw him last week, Dr. Destruction. The new man here in the NPWA. Well, Mr. Destruction, you want another interview? Remember last week? What did you ask me?
Well, I gave you an appointment for a week to have Samurai here.
Samurai. I still don't know why he wants Samurai, but...
I don't see him here, little man. Do you know what happens to people that miss their appointment?
Well, wait a minute. Before you get all edgy here, I'd like to introduce you, ladies and gentlemen, right now, Mr. Samurai. Mr. Destruction, I have brought him to you. All right, no need... All right.
Good job, little man. Good job.
Okay, please just take a seat.
You job.
Whatever, Abel. Okay, just take a seat now. We don't want to get nothing going here, please. Samurai? All right, hold on. Please, gentlemen, just take a seat here. We don't want none of... Okay, Samurai, there's a question that you wanted to ask. You know, you were confused.
The only thing I'm confused about is why, Doctor? Why me?
Of all the wrestlers, why this man?
You're in the way. I want to make it to the Superstar Showdown.
Showdown? This guy's not even hardly wrestled.
But I don't understand.
Wait! Hey! Take what are you doing?
In 1 week, it's me who's going to be at the Superstar Showdown. Me.
Get him out of here! Samurai! Someone get that madman out of here! Somebody get some help over here! You alright, Samurai? I don't know.
The busiest champion in the NPWA as of late is Sergeant Sledge. Next week, he continues his pace, defending the championship in his 4th week in a row of competition. You just saw him this week defend the NPWA championship against the Bad Boy. We saw him last week defend the NPWA championship in a boot camp match against Hot Body Brown. He was very successful, and he'll even have a future matchup with Hot Body Brown. If he gets past next week's challenge, he will fight Hot Body Brown at the Superstar Showdown. But the man standing in the way of Sergeant Sledge is the man who he beat this week his tag team partner. Sergeant Sledge had an incredible victory today over one half of the tag team champions of the NPWA, the Bad Boy. But next week, he defends the championship against the other half of the Bad Attitudes, half of the tag team champions, the Executioner. And if Sergeant Sledge wins this matchup next week, his fourth in a row, he goes on to the Superstar Showdown to defend the NPWA Championship against Hot Body Brown. Will the Executioner ruin it? We'll find out next week.
All right, we're just about getting ready to get going. We saw tremendous action today. Sergeant Sledge, Tom the G next week. The other half of the tag team champions, the Executioner. I cannot believe that this man defeated Hot Body Brown last week in the boot camp match. He defeated the Bad Boy this week, and he's fighting the Executioner next week. The tag team champions also scheduled at the Showdown, we found out. Sledge in 3 weeks' time, a very special Superstar Showdown, meets Hot Body Brown.
Yep.
For the final time.
The final time. So you know what that means.
Sledge is going to be totally out of the loop.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He is digging a hole. You're digging your own grave.
I know
he doesn't need death to do it for him. He's doing it on his own.
Well, would you say that Sledge is a fighting champion?
Well, see, that's another thing. I would say he's a fighting champion, but you know what the problem is? He's not a very good fighting champion. You know, that's where saying it and meaning it are two different things. And I couldn't say it because I don't mean it.
Well, then you don't mean a lot of things if you say.
No, I do. Honestly, I'm a very good person.
Next
I'm
week,
a broadcast journalist. I'm here to give my opinion, my view on the way I see things. And you know what? I think my way is the right way.
You would think that.
Well, I know that.
No, obviously, I don't think that way.
But like I said, he's digging himself a hole. The champ is. He's digging himself a hole. He's not going to make it. He probably won't even show up with Hot Body Brown. He'll probably just be like, "Here's the belt, take it."
No.
You don't think so? I think it could happen. He may just say, "I'm too tired. I can't make it in."
If you think that the Executioner gets past Sledge next week and becomes the tag team champion and the heavyweight champion, that the Executioner would have to go to the Showdown to defend against Hot Body, baby.
That's a good fact you brought up. You know, he'll probably lose to the Executioner. He probably won't even make it. It'll be Hot Body Brown versus the Executioner.
There could be all kinds of problems if next week's matchup if the Executioner wins the
all
title.
kinds of deliberations.
Kind of like with you.
Yeah.
Very deliberated.
What's that mean? I haven't had a drink all day.
Till next time, Tom the G,
That's me.
along with Bill Bronson, saying so long for now till next week. For more NPWA wrestling action.